Welcome to the Pokemon Cafe Tokyo, arguably the hardest reservation to get in all of Tokyo, Japan, and a true bucket list experience for anyone visiting this insane city. This is the ultimate taste of Japan, a themed dining experience like no other, so nostalgic it'll be like you've stepped back in time to your childhood, where the only thing that mattered in life was catching them all. Coming up in today's video, I've got a full-on Pokédex of knowledge to share about the Pokemon Cafe, including how to get that mythical, almost impossible reservation, the Pokemon merch up for grabs that'll drain your bank balance, the absolutely hilarious entertainment, and of course, a full breakdown of the menu and prices. I'm manpsonthemap, and this is everything you need to know about the Pokemon Cafe Tokyo. Finding the Pokemon Cafe is half the battle. Tucked away in the heart of the city, the Pokemon Cafe is located inside the Nihonbashi Takashimaya shopping centre, the east building to be precise. This location being bang on perfect to slot into any day of sightseeing in Tokyo. It's only a 5 to 10 minute walk from Tokyo Station, a 10-minute subway trip from the luxury shopping district of Ginza, and a 17-minute subway ride from the most electrifying town in all of Tokyo, Akihabara. You're never really that far from the Pokemon Cafe. And Tokyo, being well, Tokyo, the city is so well connected through its subway system. If you want to know how I slotted in the Pokemon Cafe to my jam-packed itinerary and make the absolute best out of your time in Tokyo, be sure to check out my ultimate guide to Tokyo, where I show you the absolute must-dos in the city with some absolutely essential tips sprinkled throughout. I'll put the link in the description below, or feel free to click the pop-up link to check it out. And of course, if you're finding the video helpful so far, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more Japan content, and leave a comment on anything you'd like me to cover in the future. Oh, and if you're visiting the Pokemon Cafe, be sure to make some time to get lost in the Pokemon Center Tokyo DX. This is one of the biggest Pokemon centers in the world, and after being greeted by a life-size Snorlax, Mew and Pikachu, feel free to channel your inner Ash Ketchum and go on the hunt for the exclusive Pokemon merch you can't get anywhere else. Right, so I hope you're listening, because this next bit is so important. Getting a reservation is not for the faint-hearted. It requires courage, grit, determination. I studied for this like it was my final exams. Arguably more than my exams. I scoured the dark depths of the internet in search of the answer. From YouTube and Reddit to online blogs and forums, my footprint spanned the World Wide Web. But don't stress, take a deep breath and listen up, because I managed to do the impossible and bag a table. And in this next section, I'm sharing the exact strategy I used to beat the system. Follow these steps and you'll massively increase your chances of catching that elusive reservation. Step 1. Save the date. Mark your calendars. Reservations open exactly 31 days in advance at 6 PM Japan Standard Time JST. Step 2. Timing is everything. Don't rely on your computer clock. Get a world timer up and running that shows the exact seconds. You need to be synced to Japan Standard Time perfectly, so have this open on a separate device or tab on your browser so you can see alongside the Pokemon Cafe website. Step 3. Preparation. Log on to the Pokemon Cafe calendar page 5 to 7 minutes before 6 PM JST. I actually did it 9 minutes before, which was probably cutting it fine, as human verification seems to be checked every 10 minutes or so. The risk of having the page open for too long is that it can time out, making your session invalid and basically throwing you to the back of the queue. Step 4. Positioning. Find the date exactly 1 month from today. It will say N/A, not available, in grey. Click the date to lock it in. You'll know you've done it right when the text goes bold. The day before your chosen date should say the word full. That's your sign that your chosen date is the very next one to go live with reservations. Next, hover your cursor over the reservation button. You're waiting for the clock to strike 6 PM on the dot. Step 5. The drop. The second it hits 6 PM JST, click. Now prepare for the madness. The site will crash. You'll see forbidden pages and site busy errors. Do not, I repeat, do not click the blue refresh button on the website. That's a trap and will send you back to the start. Instead, spam your keyboard refresh shortcut. That's F5 on Windows or CMD plus R on Mac. This will force a refresh until you finally get through, but won't take you back to the start. Step 6, be quick. If you manage to get the list of times, don't get complacent. We're not done here and the clock is still ticking. Pick a time immediately. Don't hesitate, don't faff, just choose one. If it crashes here, keep refreshing with those keyboard shortcuts I mentioned earlier. Step 7, the safety net. If you get unlucky and don't snag that reservation, don't give up. There is still hope. Slots often drop in waves at 20 past and 40 past the hour. So ready the page up to the time selection and refresh every 20 minutes until about 7:20 PM JST. Just be sure to prepare the page at most 10 minutes ahead, otherwise the website will time out. Step 8, the 15-minute window. Once the screen says that you've secured a spot, you can relax knowing that you've almost crossed the finish line. Your slot is temporarily held for 15 minutes. Enter your name and email and be sure to have your email open and you'll get an authentication code via that email. If you don't get it, check your junk folder, that's where my code was sitting. The email is in Japanese but the code is in English, so it's easy to recognize. Copy and paste that code. Step 9, exclusive loot. Before you check out, you'll have the option to buy reservation exclusive merch. This is Pokemon merch that you cannot get anywhere else, so now's your chance to catch them all. Just please be quick as this is included as part of your 15-minute window. Step 10, the payment. Next is time to pay up. Look for the blue button with Japanese text and you'll be taken to the credit card form to submit your payment details. If the site crashes here like it did for me, do not panic. I clicked the back button and it took me right back to my details page without losing my spot. Step 11, congratulations, you've just secured the hardest reservation in Tokyo. Before we move on to checking out the Pokemon Cafe itself, if you take one thing away from this section, let it be this: do trial runs. Don't let the first time you see that booking screen be on the day you actually need it. Spend a few days or even weeks practicing your timing. That's exactly how I mastered the art of booking. And if you do the same, that impossible reservation is as good as yours. Stepping into the Pokemon Cafe was a wild experience. I literally felt like a kid in a candy store. It's just one of those pure feel-good moments that's hard to put into words. You'll find yourself grinning from ear to ear, trying to soak in every single ounce of Pokemon lore surrounding you. Literally everything is Pokemon themed. The wall art, the chairs, the table decor, even the cutlery. It's a full-on sensory overload in the best of ways. And honestly, this is exactly what themed dining should be.
So we just made it into the Pokemon Cafe and this place is insane. What a buzz. It's actually just so cool in here. There's Pokemon stuff everywhere. And remember how I said I had basically, when you reserve, you can get these special kind of reservation only gifts that you can purchase. And at your table is the gift bag. And this is what I got. I got a Chef Pikachu coaster. And I got a Chef Pikachu keyring. It's actually pretty big. So cute. And then the rest is pretty self-explanatory. They explain like the process. Basically everyone can order one meal. There's an iPad to order your meal from. There's a little bit of a specials menu and you're free to walk around the restaurant, take pictures of all the Pokemon merch. But this is an insane experience and I can't wait to check out the food.
So as I mentioned, yes, you order your food on an iPad. Of course you do. This is Tokyo, one of the most advanced cities on planet Earth. The entire menu is Pokemon themed, but this is peak themed dining. I'm talking about a level of attention to detail that exceeds the likes of Disney World, Universal, and everything in between. The menu is pretty varied, including hot mains like hearty Japanese curry and rice plates, a kids menu featuring a Pikachu hamburger and nuggets, and you've got your sweet treats like Japanese souffle pancakes and dessert bowls. Even the drinks are Pokemon themed, including soda floats, smoothies, and a selection of hot drinks with Pokemon themed latte art. Now, as much as I love scouring the menu, I do have one criticism, and it's a pretty important one. If you have specific dietary needs like being vegetarian or vegan, there really isn't anything for you here when it comes to the savoury mains, meaning your options are limited to the sweet treats or drinks. Then whilst we were waiting for our food to come, to my surprise, the chef came out to greet us.
So a giant Pikachu has come and is dancing around. This is so cool. It's like absolutely wild. They need this in London. Actually in Birmingham.
So the Gengar's Confused Ray smoothie was a refreshing kick of grape goodness and came in at 1,045 yen. That's around $7 or £5. If you want to keep the souvenir glass, that is going to cost you an extra 990 yen, which is around $6 or £4.
Okay, so my food and drink has finally come. So this is the Gengar smoothie. I think it's like a berry smoothie in a light up cup, which you can buy as a souvenir cup. Let's try this. It's actually really refreshing. It does have like a grape soda taste, and it has these like, I don't know what it is, biscuits.
And then it was time for the star of the show, the piece de resistance. It's main course time, and I decided to get the Pikachu and Charmander's best friends curry plate. So the Pikachu and Charmander's best friends curry plate sadly won't be getting any Michelin stars anytime soon. It was just average when it comes to taste, and not the critical hit I was hoping for.
Oh, I've destroyed Pikachu. It's nice. It's just like your basic tatsu and rice. Like, I don't think you pay here necessarily for the quality of the food. You pay here for the atmosphere, the vibe, the experience.
As for the portion size, let's just say it needs to gain a lot more XP before it evolves into a full meal. Price-wise, however, it wasn't too bad though, at 2,420 yen, which is about $15 or £11, so an affordable meal for sure. My sweet treat of choice was the Pokemon Cafe's Very Chocolate Parfait, and this thing was stacked with the presentation to match. We're talking smooth vanilla ice cream, crunchy granola, rich cheesecake, gooey chocolate brownies, whipped cream, and a garnish of fresh strawberries and blueberries. At 1,870 yen, roughly $12 or £9, it's the perfect end to your experience at the Pokemon Cafe. In all, I had a great time at the Pokemon Cafe, and I cannot recommend it enough. Yes, the food was more style over substance, but what you're paying for is an experience like no other, a chance to step into the world of Pokemon and live out your childhood fantasy.
So this has been the Pokemon Cafe, an incredible experience and something that you have to try and get a reservation for if you're visiting Tokyo.
If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like. Got any questions about visiting the Pokemon Cafe, Tokyo, or Japan in general, then leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you're planning on visiting Japan, then be sure to check out my other videos. I'm Mamps on the Map, and I've got your back whether you need travel guides, food tours, or just want to know how to get the absolute best out of your time in Japan. Turn on those notifications, drop a like to show some love, and hit that subscribe button for more. As always, it's been a pleasure. Till next time, peace!